the thought that I have is like, what was the business of Jesus? He was here to draw people into a relationship with him, right?
Yes.
And how did he go about that on this earth? Connections. From the time he was 30 years old to the time he was 33 years old, he hung out with the same 12 guys, and he discipled them, and he trained them,
Poured into them.
He walked with them, and he slept in the same tent most of the time, and he constantly communicated with those guys, and they saw him live and do life and be real and do hard things, and they had that example. And then 12, from there, 1 to 12, to millions and millions of people around the world until today have been impacted by that initial relationship with Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It's the true story of snowball, of ripple effect.
Yeah.
It shows you the influence that we can have, just one person, but it all comes back to the connections that we make.
Yeah.
That's what Jesus did.
Yeah.
He had profound connection with these 12 men who understood that it was their job to surrender, let go of their desires, and to go connect with other people on Jesus' behalf.
I was talking to one of our ministers at church the other day. I had lunch with him, and he said, he's running kind of 2 ministries right now. Or 3, young adults, young marrieds, and youth. And he said, I had to come to the realization the other day that I cannot have, there's not enough of me to go around to have personal influence over everybody in ministries. You're talking about probably 400 or more people that he's over in ministry. He said, I have to dive in and train and create leaders that will then do the same.
Yeah.
I cannot have a touch point with everybody. I'll kill myself.
It's the same way on our businesses.
Yeah.
It's the same exact way in our businesses if we desire to grow.
Yeah.
If our desire is to stay at a level, maybe we've gotten comfortable at a level, a certain level where we're not just stretched to the point of feeling like he does,
Yeah.
but at the same time, are we doing what we're supposed to be doing if we're not getting out of our comfort zone, or if we get complacent and content? I don't know.
I think that's the question of the day.
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough, man.
That's the question of the day.
It's like, does God, obviously God desires us to have peace and joy and fulfillment. I mean, there's no question that all of those things come from a relationship with God. And the Bible talks a lot about peace and joy.
Yeah.
And so is there a place for contentment with just not growing our businesses?
My wife used to ask me, like, when are you going to be content? I've always wanted to, it's always been a deep desire in me to grow a business. And my intentions behind that now are different than my intentions used to be. I don't think my intentions used to be honorable, but I think they are closer to being honorable now. And my comment to her is typically, I feel like this is who God made me to be. Like, the growth is not for a monetary gain. It's like literally,
it's just how I can have an impact.
That's right. It's just in me. And I want to honor him by doing that. As long as my desires line up with his desires.
That's right.
That's the part that we have to keep on the track.
That's right.